do that job. The way Barcelona play, the chances Barcelona create, and he score goals. If you add his goals to Messi's goals, they've won the league already, Joe, haven't they? You know, so
wow,
he could be a good addition.
Obviously, we are seeing the teams warming up at the Estadio La Ceramica. Final instructions, obviously, for Villarreal in this game. The focus, Peter, with that Europa League game next week, does Unai Emery have an eye on that in comparison to this match? Where does he prioritise?
No, it'll be today. He's a vastly experienced coach. Obviously, we know he worked in the Premier League as well. He will prioritise trying to beat Barcelona today. Make no mistake. Thursday's game against Arsenal, he will concentrate after this game's over with. But his priority is winning this game. That's why La Liga is such a good league, such a strong league. There's no easy matches.
And Peter, as a manager, how do you get the players to do that? So let's assume for a second what you're saying is absolutely correct, that Unai Emery himself is only focused on this match and then he'll worry about the Europa League next week. But how do you get the players to do that? Because surely their minds can drift and wander to that game on Thursday.
I think it's easy, Joe. You're playing Barcelona, one of the best teams in the world, never mind La Liga, and your professional pride, you'll want to beat them. Everyone in that squad of players, Villarreal, will want to get on the pitch and try and beat Barcelona today. Arsenal on Thursday will not be in the mind, not at all. What a scalp Barcelona is if you can beat them. It's massive. It's a great game. So, honest to God, don't have no qualms, no worries. This will be a very, very competitive game.
I'm just looking, Kevin, at the upcoming fixtures for Barcelona. There's two games that stand out, this one and the Atletico Madrid game as well. Do you think they're the only two fixtures in which Barcelona can slip up in terms of having a crack for the title?
Joe, why are you being so disrespectful to Granada, Valencia, Levante, Celta, and Eibar? That is so disrespectful from you. Listen, every game, as Peter said, is difficult. Teams are playing for different things. You play a team down the bottom, they're scrapping for their life to stay in La Liga, Joe. There are no easy games, and the team who wins the league will be the team who deserve it. You will see. We've seen it happen that many times. The bottom teams could beat the top when it comes down to the business end of the season. So, Joe, don't disrespect them, please.
So, tell me then, if you're that sure, which of those teams, Granada, Valencia, Levante, Celta and Eibar, will take points off Barcelona?
Joe, I don't know. But I'm looking at today's game and I'm hoping Villarreal start taking points off Barcelona. Because you know what, Joe? This is the game that we have to concentrate on. But we know Atletico Madrid, they've beaten Barcelona already this season. They can do it. Your Valencia can do it. It's away from the Camp Nou as well. So, you know, it's very difficult, Joe. It's difficult to beat teams away from home.
So, what do you think about that, Peter? Is it the away fixtures that could be a potential problem for Barcelona? Do you see any of those aforementioned five sides, we're taking Atletico out of it at the moment, can take points off Barcelona? Or will take points?
I agree with my esteemed colleague, Mr. Campbell. Every game it's difficult. No, I don't. Every game is difficult. Well, I couldn't disagree with him the other day when he went missing. So I don't know what you're on about. Every game in La Liga is so difficult. I'll tell you what, there's no easy games. It's and the one that they concentrate on is today's game. You cannot look. I'd love to forecast all them results because I might have a little flutter and win loads of money, but you can't do it, Joe. You saying what's an easy game and not an easy game. By the way, you should be a bootmaker, but you're not because you can't predict. So let's not talk about silly things. Every game's hard, Joseph.
Okay, whilst we're on it, and you having been a manager, Peter, the way that Koeman dealt with Mingueza the other night, the little hissy fit, the little spat that they had, how did that pan out for you? How did you see it, and how would you have dealt with it?
I seen it as Mingueza at a crucial stage in the game, sort of went bombing forward from that right back position, and Koeman wasn't happy, dragged him off. But what I've got to say, you can see the emotion there, but what I've got to say, he's in the team today, so hopefully the boys learned his lesson, and Koeman's got every faith in him. I think Koeman's handled it well, and he'll play well today, Mingueza.
Is that the way you would have dealt with it, Peter?
Yeah.
Put him straight back in the next game?
Yeah, I'd had a chat with him and say, listen, manage your game. Certain times in the games, you've got to sit tight and get in a position, manage your game. It's all right if we're free-flowing and we're winning easily, you can bomb forward. But as a young man, experienced, manage your game. And I'm sure Ronald Koeman would have told him that. He's in the team today.
Okay, let me get a couple more comments in here. But before I do that, Dembele back in the squad today, but not starting. Does Dembele, how do I put this, Kevin? Does Dembele comfortably fit the 3-5-2 formation, in your opinion?
Joe, when he's been playing in the team, he's been at number 9. And he's looked comfortable there, to be honest, Joe, who can stretch the pitch. The problem Dembele has is when teams sit deeper, where there's not that space to run in behind. I think he kind of struggles with his back to goal. So then what we've seen is they've moved him into the wider positions where he's a lot more comfortable. So I think Griezmann could do the back to goal situation as the number 9. But Dembele doesn't quite suit it, Joe, especially when the opposition sit deep. So it's probably the right decision to have him on the bench.
Okay, let me get Ariman in here. Ricky Puig, does he deserve a chance, Peter, after Pedri's performance the other night? Yeah, we didn't think Pedri was that great, did we, Peter, in the game the other night? But he's back in the side today.
Pedri, for him, he set high standards. I thought he was average, to say the least, but he's a good footballer, and anybody can have a bad game. You know, all have a day off. Koeman's just showing confidence in Pedri. Who's, when he gets a chance, when or if he gets a chance, he's got to take it. But I think Barcelona might be 3-4-3 today, looking at the players that Koeman's picked. I think it might be formation.
So, Ashok is asking, so you're saying it may be 3-4-3. Why?
Yeah.
In conjunction with Ashok's question there, Peter, what's the weakness of the 3-5-2 in your opinion?
No, I don't think there's a weakness, but I just think Barcelona are comfortable with the 3 up top, Pedri, Griezmann and Messi, just the interchange, intelligent players, and they're hard to mark. Sometimes when there's just 2 up there, it's easy for centre-backs to mark, but when you've got the 3 and the great rotation that they've got, I think that suits Barcelona better.
Okay. We are live from the Estadio La Ceramica. It is Villarreal taking on Barcelona tonight. This is a tough fixture for Barcelona. Make no bones about that. Let's go and join Manas Gira again for a bit more go.
Hey guys, welcome to some Gupshup. Now we do know that Barcelona has a few artists on the field. But guess what? They have a bit of art off the field as well. These, my friends, are a few tattoos dedicated to FC Barcelona.
I've been a Barcelona fan for more than a decade now, and the moment I knew I wanted to get this tattoo done was when Messi scored this amazing goal against Real Madrid in the Champions League semi-finals.
And I have this amazing FC Barcelona tattoo on my right hand. I was so excited to get this tattoo after we won our second treble in 2015.
The tattoo that I have is basically a tribute to Leo Messi. I got this during the World Cup 2018, right after he scored the goal against Nigeria. Although that he scored is right, but we all know that left leg is holy to all of us. So.
And as the tattoo suggests, the only emotion and the thing special to me had to be FC Barcelona. It is always about the beautiful game. The love, respect we all have for football cannot be expressed in words.
Currently the tattoo that I have is on my right leg. This signifies that the club is not only in my heart but also in my blood.
I made this tattoo back in 2017 when Barca beat PSG 6-1 in the Champions League, and I think it needs no explanation because it shows the best aggression on Leo's face and shows what Barca is all about.
Wow, Barcelona is not only in my heart but also in my blood. My friend Shubham over there is a poet, isn't he? It's back to you guys.
Thanks, Manas. Daria is asking, how do you join these Barca fan clubs? We feature different ones every single week, of course. Reach out to them on Facebook, and I'm sure they will get in contact with you, and you can join them. They have meetups and get-togethers and other things as well. I want to bring this in from Ashok, which is a very good question, by the way, as we head towards kickoff. Messi, should he pick up a deliberate yellow today, which would mean he obviously misses? He's on what is it, 4 bookings, I think, at the moment. So a yellow today, he would miss the next game. Should he pick up a deliberate yellow today, Kevin, which means he would miss the game next week and be sure to feature against Atletico?
Should he pick up a yellow? No, Joe. No chance. I think playing on the edge, Lionel Messi's done all this before. He doesn't need to get booked. Joe is that good. He produces that much magic. He's not going to get a yellow card. He's going to sail through this game, and he's going to sail through the next game, and then he's going to sail through the Atletico game. Let's have it right. He's the best player around, and he doesn't even need to get booked, Joe, because he's that good.
Okay, I hope that answers your question. Also, Kredish says, do you think Lenglet is the weak link in Koeman's system? Actually, Peter, I'll put this to you. Piqué, Lenglet, Mingueza, any of those three, who do you think is the one that doesn't look comfortable in a 3-at-the-back system?
It's Lenglet for me. I just think he's prone to an error. He got sent off for a silly tackle. He give penalties away. I think he's the one who just lacks a little bit of his concentration. I always go on about defenders concentrating and not giving silly mistakes away, silly fouls away, it's all about decision making. Lenglet for me, I think is the weak link. Yes, I'd agree with that.
Okay. Right, we're giving you a chance to, when obviously the world opens up and is a safer place, to actually go to Spain and watch a game involving either Villarreal or Barcelona. Be the first to be back actually in person at the stadium. Join the La Liga QR challenge. Get your phone out, get your photo camera out. I was wondering what it was called there for a second. Get your camera out and take a picture. You know what to do. It's a QR code. You don't need me to tell you how to do. Anyway, you know what I mean. Right, prediction time. Kevin Campbell, I think it's your turn to go first.
Joe, I'm going to go 3-2 Barcelona.
Sorry, I didn't hear that, Kevin. There seemed to be interference on the line. Can you say that again, please, just a bit louder?
Joe, I'm having problems with my line. The mic's not working that well. 3-2 Barcelona, Joe.
3-2 to Barcelona. That's a Barcelona victory by 3-2. That's 3 goals to 2 goals in favour of Barcelona for Kevin Campbell, Kevin Joseph Campbell. That's his prediction. Peter Reid?
I'm going to go for Barcelona as well, but 2-1 my score.
2-1 is Peter Reid's prediction for Barcelona against Villarreal. Right, time to head to the Estadio La Ceramica and join your commentary team, which is, of course, the ever-present Tim Lee, and alongside him today, Rick Sharma.
this wonderful small stadium, which is usually so vibrant in the Valencian town of Villarreal, the province of Castellón. Today, it is Villarreal against Barcelona. Two teams in the top 7 of the table with a huge amount to play for, and what a resplendent sight it is. This stadium built within the urban landscape. Well, Villarreal are into the last 4 of the UEFA Europa League. They're aiming for a top 5 finish domestically. And here come the visitors, who have the destiny of the league title in their own hands. There is a message on those yellow t-shirts in support of the Villarreal women's team, who have been promoted recently. Well, alongside me for this 4:15 kickoff is Rick Sharma. Good afternoon, Rick.
Afternoon, Tim. Afternoon, everyone. This should be a great game. It's such a tight title race. There's no room for error for Barcelona. And as you can see, Villarreal have named a very strong side as well.
Well, here is the 11 selected by Unai Emery. Just 4 nights before that Europa League semi-final first leg against Arsenal. This team contains 4 changes from the side that began at Alaves midweek and was defeated. There is a change in goal. Asenjo returns, and 3 changes in defence. Pau Torres comes back into the centre of that defence and will play alongside the captain today, Raúl Albiol. And then at full-back, Foyth starts, and Albert Moreno makes his first start of the season, having recently returned from a ruptured cruciate ligament. It is Ignacio Iglesias Villanueva in charge of VAR, and it is Carlos del Cerro Grande who is the referee today. Ronald Koeman makes just 1 change from the 11 that began midweek at home to Getafe, and it is in the right wing-back position, where Serginho Dest comes in for Sergi Roberto. So a strong-looking side as expected from Barcelona, and Ousmane Dembélé does return to the squad. He's among the substitutes, as is goalkeeper Neto, and there is no Pjanic, who has a knee problem. He drops out of the squad altogether.
It was an interesting question over whether Ousmane Dembélé would start this one. It's been by far his best season at Barcelona, but there's the feeling that Barca don't quite seem themselves without a reference point up front. Someone like Antoine Griezmann or even Martin Braithwaite as a striker. Dembele's played in that role a bit, but he's not scored consistently in it.
Well, Antoine Griezmann has scored in 6 of his last 9 appearances in all competitions, and he scored that late penalty at home to Getafe on Thursday. It will be the home side to get us underway in the spring sunshine. 19 degrees Celsius, around about 66 Fahrenheit.
Thank you so much for joining me in this live stream.
74 years to the day since Johan Cruyff was born.
In mind that they have
it is 7 years to the day since Tito Villanova passed away.
And
this is a date of huge significance in the history of Football Club Barcelona. Can they today take a significant step towards a 27th league title? There was an early error from the hosts there, and now a throw-in high up the pitch for the visitors.
Let me know your predictions for the game.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much that Europa League semi-final with Arsenal is on Villarreal minds. I mean, Emery's team, like we said, is strong.
You are listening to this podcast.
It has to be playing into some of these players' heads here.
If you are new to my channel, if you haven't subscribed it yet, give this video a thumbs up, like, share,
Interesting
and
graphic up early on your screen, just indicating how reliant both Barcelona and Villarreal are on their top goal scorers. Gerard Moreno with 26 goals in all competitions at club level this season, and Messi with 31. Barcelona trying to pass it up the line to De Jong. It's back now with Oscar Mingueza. Plenty of talk surrounding him after the Getafe match in which he was substituted.
I quite like Mingueza's reaction after going off. He went over to Ronald Koeman and he said, you know, what did I do wrong? And kind of made peace with the coach after they had a bit of a shouting row on the sideline before that. And after the game, Koeman admitted, yeah, maybe I was a bit too strong with him.
The positions of both the teams in the league right now. Barcelona is obviously at number 4. So Barcelona is currently, if the situation remains the same, they will come at number 3.
Fabulous breakthrough season for him.
0-0.
A season which began for Barcelona with a match at home to Villarreal, Koeman's first game in charge at the club. And the Catalans were 4-0 up before half-time.
If Barcelona wins this match,
to a brace from Fati, a Messi penalty, and then a Pau Torres own goal.
Madrid, who are at currently number 2.
Pau Torres has now scored own goals in his last 2 appearances against Barcelona. You may
Villarreal,
remember the match here last season.
7, so they are not much behind.
Towards the end of the campaign, Barcelona were exceptional in a 4-1 win.
They have played some good football.
Here come the yellow submarine with Moreno. Very big afternoon for him. First start of the season,
early scare for
and
Barcelona.
he wins the first corner of the match.
First corner of the match coming for Villarreal. Sergio Dest. These set pieces are going to be difficult.
Pau Torres can be a threat at the right hand in corners like these. He's got a couple of goals this season.
Conceded
people have compared him to Sergio Ramos and wonder if he can be the next Sergio Ramos in Spain's defense at least.
We know how the Supercopa has went against Athletic Club.
Corner taken by Dani Parejo, plenty of height, and it was a free header at the back post.
That was a completely
unmarked. It was the Villarreal danger man, Gerard Moreno.
Barcelona.
Well, of all the players to leave free, he's the one you want to leave least free. He escaped the defence really easily there. It was a nice run from Moreno.
If you guys are new, then
quite
please
steer
like,
into
share,
that
and
top
subscribe,
corner.
guys. I'll be doing these kind of podcasts on the match
sluggish
days
defending
of La
from
Liga,
Barca,
Premier League,
let
and
him
Champions
go.
League. La Liga has only
He is a striker with 10
7
goals in his
matches
last
for all the
9
teams.
appearances in all competitions.
So not much matches are left
And
to play.
check this out, he has scored or assisted 26 of the team's last 31 goals.
Well, in a way that tells Barca what their mission should be today. Keep Moreno quiet and they'll most likely keep Villarreal quiet.
We have PSG versus Barcelona Women's Champions League match going on. In which
Chukwueze did
the
score
first
a
half score was
brace
1-1.
recently in the comprehensive win away
In
at
case you are
Levante in
interested
what is a
in
local
that,
derby.
I'll be giving you the updates
Villarreal
on
have slightly gone off the
women's
boil
match as well.
domestically. 2 defeats in the last 3 matches. They win the ball back high up the
Technical
pitch here.
correction. Ooh, that was a
Trigueros
close
tried
call
to
for
flick it on for
Barcelona.
Paco Alcácer.
In a way, I'm surprised they're still so high up the table and can even go 5th today with a win, because they've got 4 wins in La Liga in the last 14 games. Certainly have focused a lot on the Europa League, which is why I'm wondering about Unai Emery's strong team today and whether Villarreal are going to be as focused as possible on this one.
Well, they've never before reached a European final, and now just Arsenal stand in the way. 2-leg semi-final beginning on Thursday night here at home. That is a super pass by Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Jordi Alba delivers low. There was nobody there for Barcelona. Albiol could clear. And then Clement Lenglet with a clean challenge on Gerard Moreno. Pedri takes over wide to Jordi
Barcelona
Alba.
is coming up with an attack.
Set back to Pedri, square now to Messi. First involvement for the Barcelona captain.
Pedri, Oscar Mingueza and
Alba.
Oh,
a better
that's a
cross
good
now.
goal.
So clever from
dude.
Frankie de Jong. Touched back beautifully for
miss.
Griezmann. And Villarreal able to
Some
make a
good
block.
defense over there by Villarreal.
Well, Tim, that could easily be
Have been
1-0.
a
If
great
Antoine
goal
Griezmann
early
just
for
finished with a bit
Barcelona.
more conviction, it was fantastic from de Jong.
Looks like it
I
would have
wonder if
been
he
an
might have been
offside,
an
but
inch
with
offside
a
there.
very
But it
small
was really,
margin.
really clever play. Just very unselfish to knock it
What
back into Griezmann's
a-
pass. Knew
what
exactly
a
where
pass
Griezmann
by
was. I feel like a lot of players would have just gone
Frankie
for
de
goal
Jong, he could
themselves,
have
but that
taken it to
was
the goal, but being
fantastic
selfish,
work
he's
from
giving
de
it to Antoine Griezmann.
Griezmann scored such a work of art here last season. Denied there. Messi delivers. Punched clear by Asenjo.
Scoring chances for Barcelona.
Controlled by
Sergio
Dest
Dest
under
is being
real
fouled.
pressure from Alcácer.
Referee has
And the
played
referee waves play on. Griezmann is tracking back.
the advantage,
Now
and
Trigueros.
Villarreal is with the attack.
Player who spent a season at La Masia. Etienne Capoue finding Trigueros, worked on towards Chukwueze. Alba can clear. Good awareness from Parejo. Here is Moreno. Caught late there
I
by
hope
Dest.
my
Play continues.
voice is
Trigueros
audible,
finding
guys.
Chukwueze. This is
Shubham
promising
Chauhan,
for the
thank you
home
so much for
team,
joining
and
me.
there is a strike. And it is Gerard arriving with a well-timed run, and once again he couldn't control
if
the
I tell you
finish.
about the ball position, so 75% of the ball position is with
by Chukwueze. Almost lost his footing, but
Barcelona
stayed
so
on his feet and managed to find Moreno.
And
was under pressure when he
25%
shot.
is with
That
Villarreal
left him kicking it
right
high
now.
over the bar.
There was some good scoring
but
chances for
just did
Barcelona
enough there to
early in the
stop
match.
Moreno getting it cleanly.
Fouled by Sergio Dest.
An open start to the game. 3 opportunities in the first 7 minutes.
Villarreal is pressing very high.
High press from Villarreal. These are 2 offensive teams. Barcelona do have a very good recent record against Villarreal. 23 league clashes undefeated. And here they come with Alba. Finding Messi. Arriving late. And a foul
Guys,
given
don't
there
miss out to
by
subscribe the
Parejo.
channel. And also hit the notification bell so that you get all the notifications of my upcoming matches as well. I had another channel where I have some 7,000 subscribers, but that channel I'm going to close soon. So this is the new channel that I have started, and I need your support to grow this channel. Those who have been with me from past 1 year, they know how many matches I have done, the podcast, the live matches.
PK wants to address them.
There's a free kick coming up for Barcelona. Lionel Messi with the ball. It's his territory. Looks like a bit far, but still.
At the moment, 29 meters from goal. This free kick.
That's 29 meters. Let's see if he can score tonight with an early goal. Going to be a bit difficult. Oh, the wall has. The free kick was taken, but the wall has protected ball from going towards the goal. Messi had a slight bit of slip up.
Pedri under pressure, sends it back to Clement Lenglet, scorer of an own goal on Thursday night.
Clement Lenglet has scored an own goal against
now, 2 late goals.
Getafe.
Really made the points safe for Barcelona. One from Ronald Araujo, and then that penalty which Griezmann converted.
Predict your scores for tonight. Do you think Barcelona is going to win this match? If yes, then how much margin?
Begun from an offside
position. Offside has been declared.
Well, just on. Clement Lenglet, like you said, he scored that own goal.
It was a good run for Sergio Dest.
Who scored? Who said?
Good vision by Oscar Mingueza.
Scored an own goal, been sent off, committed an error leading to a goal, and considered a penalty in the top 5 leagues in Europe this season. That's the kind of unfortunate campaign it's been for Lenglet.
Gerard Piqué with the tricky task of marking Alcacer. Alcacer has 2 goals in his last 3 appearances, one here at home against Dinamo Zagreb.
Is not in the starting 11 today.
Score sheet away at Alaves
because Gerard Piqué is playing.
In a disappointing 2-1
Let's see
defeat for Unai
if we
Emery's
can
team.
See a substitute later tonight
against
because
the former manager
Gerard Piqué has
and the last league fixture
been
here at La
on and off
Ceramica
the field.
ended in a 2-1 reverse against Osasuna.
Do you think Messi or Griezmann, who do you think is going to score tonight for Barcelona first? Because Dembele is not in the playing 11, and Barcelona is playing with a 4-4-2 lineup, which we have seen after a long time that this lineup they have played with. Usually they have been playing with 3-1-4-2 or
showing his strength there. It was a nice
3-2-4-1
from Emery in the pre-match press conference, who said that Busquets is currently enjoying a second youth.
4-4-2 Barcelona have played tonight after a very long
He's
time.
certainly having a really good season, Busquets, and I think part of that is that he's got a lot more players close to him on the pitch now. You know, in seasons past, he's been left with a lot of space to cover.
Let me know which country you are listening this podcast from. United States or
more of a tactical, technical player.
Indonesia, Morocco.
And so this season, to have Pedri close
Bangladesh,
to him, to have De Jong close to him, to have 3 centre-backs behind him, protecting that space.
My name is Mayank,
well,
and I belong to India, and I've been running the YouTube channel from last 1 year. doing the podcast of the Premier League, La Liga and Champions League matches, especially for the top tier teams, Barcelona, Real and Atletico. Oh, what a goal scoring chance for Barcelona! Oh, what a miss!
Opportunity for Busquets.
2-3 chances missed by Barcelona. Dude. A lot of traffic for Villarreal.
It was quite similar to the previous attack, except this time it was Griezmann trying to flick it onto De Jong in the box. Jordi Alba always a danger on that left flank. It was a nice idea from Griezmann. Just
what a miss by Jordi Alba.
Good defending from Villarreal, made sure they got in the way of every effort there from Barca.
Foyth with the throw-in. Gerard under pressure, was crowded out. Pedri came away with possession. Now Messi. First time by Griezmann. There is space for Dest.
Oscar Mingueza is playing very high. Most of Barcelona's defenders are above the half line.
Capu delivering.
We know that Barcelona loves to play high. Sergio Dest is the full back. Longley is moving back because there is a goal kick coming up for Villarreal.
I have to say fair play to Ronald Koeman. He's done a good job this season, much better job than I think anyone anticipated after the first few months of his time at Barca. No one imagined
Barcelona
maybe
defense moving
fighting
back
for a double at this point of the season after maybe 2 or 3 months and things weren't going
Oscar
right.
Mingueza, Clement Longley, Gerard Piqué and Jordi Alba are in the defense for Barcelona. Pedri, Busquets, Frankie de Jong and Sergio Dest are in the mid.
Is just to win the last 7 games. It's in Barcelona's hands if they do that.
Antoine Griezmann and Lionel Messi are in the front.
Clever from Trigueros and a wonderful pass as well.
Oh, there is a good scoring chance. There is a good scoring chance for Villarreal, but
in the end, a simple
good defense by Barcelona.
Clement Longley.
And it's going to be a throw-in.
And that expression
Gerard Moreno
sums it up.
Missed a good opportunity. It was very wide open from Barcelona.
Trigueros with another good pass.
You can see he's still got those La Masia roots in him. Nice player to watch, Trigueros.
Another goal kick coming up for Barcelona.
He's operating on the left of that midfield but can drift inside. Chukwueze on the right flank will cut in on his left boot. But here go Barca. This is Dest running at Moreno. Good speed from the young American. Now he needs support. Tenacious run. De Jong inside to Pedri. Messi. Super turn.
What a turn by Lionel Messi. Griezmann.
Alba.
Wow! Miss! What a miss by Barcelona.
From Sergio Asenjo. It looked unmissable.
Dude,
beautiful build-up.
It was an open opportunity for Barcelona. It's a goal line clearance by Villarreal. They have been doing some great job, and what a miss by Barcelona.
De Jong's super run and well marshalled off there by Pau Torres.
I think the referee should take a look at this again, because this was a great scoring opportunity, and what a miss. Oh man.
Has a second opportunity to score but can't quite turn it in at the back post.
Sergio Dest, Frankie de Jong has literally
from Asenjo.
messed up this opportunity to score early in the match.
De Jong has to finish.
Couldn't quite get his feet right and it just popped through his legs.
What a miss he
can't
has.
believe it, Frankie.
In the last match as well against Getafe, he has an early opportunity where the ball has ricocheted back from the post. But now today it was an open goal. Some good goalkeeping, I would rather say, from the goalkeeper
since January
of Villarreal. The ball position so far has been 32% for Villarreal and 67% for Barcelona. As we know, they love to keep the possession, so Barcelona is doing that thing with 4-4-2 formation. Most of the play has been in the midfield. Barcelona is keeping the midfield area tight. They are not giving much chances to Villarreal's attack.
Rick, it would be nice to see that move from further back. So much
apart from a few set pieces from the corner. Oh, Messi has taken the first shot at the goal
from
today.
Such a tight angle and did work the keeper.
Straight up to the keeper.
Another solid stop by Asenjo.
What a start.
Good run from Messi
for Barcelona. They would certainly want to finish up. They
are
pressing high. They are creating opportunities. They would certainly love to finish the match on the winning side.
Yeah, you're right though, Tim. I'd love to see that move again. It was one of the best pieces of football I've seen this season.
Guys, I'm not seeing any subscription. If you are loving this podcast, then please subscribe.
A work of art really from Antoine Griezmann after a back.
Thank you so much for liking the video, those who have liked.
In off the underside of the crossbar. Fati with a good goal in the second period as well. It was one of the best performances under Quique Setien. Came in week 34. Barcelona had some faint title hopes, but Real Madrid were marching towards the crown. Barcelona have scored 8 goals in their last 2 matches here at this stadium.
They've reacted quite well since they lost the Clásico, with winning the Copa del Rey, scoring 4, scoring 5 against the Tafe. So they've got 9 in their last 2 since the Clásico, which has been a good reaction to that. I think that sometimes this Barca team, you wonder about their mentality, whether they're fragile, whether a defeat like losing to Real Madrid might send them off course, but Koeman's done well to keep them on track.
The possession is going away from Barcelona. It's moving towards Villarreal from last couple of minutes.
Head-to-head with Real Madrid.
38% for Villarreal and 62% for Barcelona.
They need a victory to stay.
But the match has started. Barcelona has 75% position and 25% was with Villarreal. But they have came back. They have got more ball. They have got more chances.
It's a rare sloppy pass from Pedri.
Player who was singled out on Thursday.
Total number of passes made by Villarreal is 85 and 145 for Barcelona.
That is a very good ball into the path of Dani Parejo, and now Trigueros has some space.
Barcelona has made
the run up the line. Here
2
he
shots
is,
on
and there
target.
are bodies in the centre.
What a miss by Villarreal! They could have scored
at the near
a
post.
good scoring opportunity.
It's been an end-to-end start, hasn't it? It's been exciting.
Paco Alcácer has the opportunity to score that with a header.
To jinx it, Rick. It's so often
It was almost like a set-piece position from the corner,
it's in Barcelona or here in
missed that opportunity. Devon Messi
goals in this fixture,
trying to create something here.
For all a couple of seasons back,
getting into the traffic of Villarreal midfield, and now Sergio Dest.
Big challenge there from Moreno, who's appealing for the throw-in.
Gerard Moreno cleared up the
That's
ball.
one of the key battles in this game, Dest against Moreno, because Alberto Moreno's first start of the season, he's played 6 minutes in La Liga to this point, and Dest is a good attacking threat, and if Barcelona are going to overload Villarreal, get past them, that could be a spot where
Barcelona taking up the possession again.
Player Moreno, who joined Villarreal, having just become a European champion with Liverpool, and an unfortunate ruptured ACL at the start of this campaign. Loose from Alba, but he was able to win it back.
Oh.
The referee giving a free kick against Samuel Chukwueze. Barcelona not allowed to take the free kick quickly.
Seemed a little harsh to me to penalise Chukwueze for that. And stopped an interesting Villarreal breakaway.
A reminder for all those who have been cheering up for the Barcelona that if Lionel Messi is on the 4 yellow cards so far in the season, and if he gets one more, he will be banned, suspended for 1 match, the next match, and then he can make a comeback.
Alba waiting for the right option.
Into the match.
De Jong provided the movement.
So he might take
Gerard Piqué making
a
his
yellow card today deliberately because we have some more important matches coming up,
injury of the season.
And he doesn't want to miss those important matches.
Messi with a very clever leave. Here is Dest. Stabbed forward a little too heavily for Pedri.
I don't think Pedri is getting that, even if he's fresh and fit and hasn't.
यार अगर आप लोग ये मैच इंडिया से देख रहे हो, ये पॉडकास्ट को इंडिया से देख रहे हो, then सपोर्ट करो चैनल को, लाइक शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करो इस वीडियो को.
More glimpses of the genius of Leo Messi there. He's now just instructing his teammates how to press, how to situate
themselves. Thank you for the subscribing, those who are subscribed.
Straight to Mingueza. Free kick played short to Alba. Barcelona at walking pace here. Alba needs to challenge and did so very well. Forward by De Jong. Neatly done by both Albiol and Parejo. Now Trigueros to Moreno. A lovely ball up the line for Paco Alcácer, who perhaps needlessly had strayed offside.
Yeah, Emery frustrated with him there. Like you say, it was needless. It's a good area of space for Villarreal to try and make something happen in behind Dest and yet ahead of the 3 defenders. What a save from Asenjo from that De Jong chance.
Longley plays on.
शुभम मेरे हिसाब से तो यार बार्सिलोना को जीतना चाहिए. जिस हिसाब से वो लोग खेल रहे हैं. I think Barcelona should win this match. Going to be a bit difficult for them, but I think they have got that much talent in them that they can win these kind of away matches. And offside.
That is a good ball.
Not given.
Alba nearly able to control.
Now being
given. Offside now.
So I think Barcelona should win this match. Yep.
You went far too early, Jordi Alba there.
An offside played by Villarreal. So अभी तक 2 offside हो चुकी हैं बार्सिलोना से और 1 side offside हुई है Villarreal से.
There is more space for Barcelona attack than perhaps they might have anticipated, because Unai Emery does play some quite defensive football at times, and that. Oh.
Well, there is a slip. The referee has stopped play. A foul by Busquets on Etienne Capoue.
Maybe a little bit lucky there, Capoue, to get away with that. It wasn't a lot of contact from Busquets, maybe enough to stop Capoue from chasing back. Yeah, I was just saying about Dembele. I think that maybe Koeman decided not to play him again today, even though he's fit.
Now with a fine ball, and what a touch from Chukwueze. Big chance for the Nigerian. What a finish that is! Sumptuous opening goal at La Ceramica.
So the 1-0 for Villarreal. The goal has come. A superb finish by Villarreal, and it's 1-0 for Barcelona. 1-0 for Villarreal, I'm sorry, pardon me.
It's a really well taken goal from
Barcelona has been creating a lot of chances, but it's the Villarreal who has converted one. Not good for Barcelona. They now have to come up with 2 goals to win this match.
2 goals recently in the derby at Levante. And a fine opening goal here. Pau Torres did superbly. A slip from Alba was key, but Chukwueze had so much to do. He evaded Ter Stegen brilliantly and kept his head for the finish.
This is the hard bit. To take it round Ter Stegen without knocking the ball too far away. To be able to finish.
What a finish by Chukwueze. The Nigerian, he has
really
done
good
simply pretty well.
The outside of his foot and then the inside of his left foot just to roll it in.
The 1-0 comes in for Villarreal.
How many times have we seen a striker
That's
take
not
it
a
too
good
far
side,
out
I would say.
not have the angle to
But
be able to
this
find
is
the
what
net.
it is. For all the Barcelona fans, they must be heartbroken. But we still have a lot of time. Barcelona has made many comebacks.
Antoine Griezmann looks to respond.
Oh! What a comeback by Barcelona. Griezmann has scored. Now it's 1-1. We'll take a look at this. Whether it's going to be an offside, but what a comeback. Antoine Griezmann,
that's an absolutely delightful chip from
his
Griezmann.
10th goal in the league, and what a goal he has produced.
Did it last season,
Simply
like you said earlier, Tim,
astonishing.
and he's just
What
done it again.
What a good game for Barcelona. It has been set up nicely before the first half.
Barca trailed for a mere minute. Oscar Mingueza with the
looks
assist.
like to be
Griezmann with the
a very slight chance of being an offside, but what a conversion by...
That was
oh
absolutely
man,
ridiculous.
With the first touch finish above the head of... if you have seen the Chukwueze goal, if that was a great goal, then this was even better.
Into the bottom corner by the time it hits the back of the
Living
net.
up to the expectations. What a vision by Oscar Mingueza. That's a great comeback.
Boots of silk. What a touch from Antoine Griezmann. And what a couple of minutes at La Ceramica.
And I've been critical of Griezmann at times this season for his finishing, but there's absolutely nothing to complain about there.
Neat exchange just outside the box. Parejo uncharacteristically imprecise with that ball. Very good moment for Mingueza to provide
what
that
an assist by Oscar Mingueza. What a vision he had.
Recently, 2 goals in his last 6 appearances, one against Huesca and one against Real Madrid. And there is an opportunity now for Barcelona.
Oh, that was a bit heavy touch from Pedri.
Overhit from Pedri. And it was a wasteful pass with Barcelona well positioned. Here goes Foyth, and Griezmann, just impeccable work ethic, so much stamina.
कोई भी जीत सकता है यार, अभी कह नहीं सकते। एथलेटिको के पास भी अच्छे गेम्स हैं खेलने के लिए, रियल मैड्रिड के पास भी अच्छे गेम हैं, टॉप टीम के साथ उन्हें खेलना, उनके पास भी कुछ गेम्स हैं जो उन्हें खेलने हैं बेटर टीम्स के साथ में, और कुछ गेम्स ऐसे हैं जो कि उनके लिए भी इजी रहेंगे। कल का मैच उन्होंने ड्रॉ किया जो कि शायद उन्हें जीतना चाहिए था। No offside being given, that means that goal will stand marginally,
the more chaotic games.
What a finish from Antoine Griezmann. He has been doing a handball by Villarreal. He has been proving his worth this season. One of the architects of Barcelona's victory in Copa del Rey. He has played a big hand in that match against Athletic Club as well. And so there have been a lot of close matches in which Barcelona has had a good play by
Chukwueze, and the break is on here for Villarreal.
He has scored goals, he has made with the assist. Another good run by Villarreal, trying to create something.
It's not Foyth's best skill set taking on players with the ball at his feet. I mean, he's naturally a centre-back rather than a right-back, even though Villarreal have used him all over the place. So they got
30 minutes have been passed so far.
They've used him in midfield as well, Juan Foyth. He's proving to be an adaptable member of the squad.
It's a really, really nice piece of footwork from Chukwueze to round Ter Stegen like that. He finished so calmly. Often that's been a problem for him in the past too, not having ice in his veins at the moment where it comes to finishing, but those 2 goals he scored against Levante were sublime, and that was another one.
The 2 goal scorers yet to misplace a pass. Excellent play. Messi, Pedri, then Busquets, now Alba, who looks up, finds Griezmann. Flicked on, cushioned down by Moreno, forced on by Gerard Moreno. And now it is the goal scorer, Chukwueze, running at Longley and providing all sorts of problems. He had glided beyond the French centre-back, but couldn't play that pass to Alcacer.
To sum up how good Chukwueze's form has been in those 3 goals he scored in his last 3 games for Villarreal, it's the same as in the 3 goals in the last 60 games in La Liga before that for him.
De Jong, still going, clips it wide. Alba, Messi. Wriggling free from Capu. Villarreal forced to defend so deep here. Patient play from Barcelona. Foyth with the block. Griezmann's flick away by Pau. One back by Pedri, but then Etienne Capu was able to get there first, and that is a disaster! An absolute gift. We've already seen that Griezmann is in exceptional form. To give him an opportunity like that was absolutely disastrous for Villarreal, and for the first time today, Barcelona lead.
Well, disaster is the word. Absolute mess at the back for Villarreal there, and Griezmann made no mistake. To 11 for the season now. Complete drop-off in concentration, the defence.
Juan Foyth had absolutely no idea of Griezmann's presence, and the French World Cup winner could scarcely have dreamt of scoring an easier goal.
It was as if, as soon as Capuy played the pass to Foyth, he completely switched off. Didn't take stock of his surroundings. Ultimately, just far too casual.
Trigueros. Nice idea there from Alberto Moreno, and he does win the free kick. A foul by Dest. Villarreal want to take this quickly again. Del Cerro Grande doesn't allow the free kick to be taken swiftly.
He did that to Barca earlier too.
Yeah.
Maybe the game's too exciting for him, doesn't want it to keep going so quickly.
He was the referee here last season when Barcelona won 4-1 in what was another barnstorming game.
How the table has turned for Barcelona in last 10 minutes. What an amazing game of the football we have been seeing here.
Very good ball there to Gerard.
What a day Antoine Griezmann is having.
Griezmann appealing for the throw.
2 goals he has already scored. I think he should get that hat-trick. Barcelona is 2-1. They have got the 1 goal lead, but we know Villarreal is a strong side. They can come back easily. If you guys are loving this, at least I am loving. So if you guys are loving this, if you guys are liking this podcast, then don't miss out to hit this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel as well so that you get all the notifications of the upcoming matches. Don't miss out to hit the notification bell as well.
Longley was sent off by this referee.
Do you think Lionel Messi is going to stay this season for Barcelona?
Past few weeks he's found some form, Clement Lenglet, after a really poor start to the season.
Parejo delivers, Powers challenging. He's off for a goal kick.
For Chukwueze's goal, it was more Jordi Alba at fault, slipping. Lenglet was on the scene, but he couldn't do too much about it, same as Piqué.
So my prediction has been 3-2 for Barcelona. Let me know what are your predictions in this match.
Short goal kick from Ter Stegen. Mingueza. Well won back by the Villarreal midfield. Here is Chukwueze to Alcácer. Did just bounce up off his hand.
No intention from Alcácer, but has to go Barca's way. Didn't have a great time at Barca after signing from Valencia for them, although he never really was given a proper run of games in the team. There's that goal again. Griezmann's second. Far too easy. Foyth knows exactly the mistake he's made. Won't forget that in a hurry.
18 for the season now at club level for Antoine Griezmann. 11 of those in La Liga. De Jong, super touch, comes inside Moreno. He has support from Dest. Last 5 minutes of the half. Having taken the lead, Villarreal will be so disappointed at how quickly they found themselves trailing, and in avoidable circumstances as well. Messi. Unique pass to De Jong, who returns it to the captain. Some space for Pedri.
Well, it's not just the second goal that Villarreal will be angry about. The first one too, because they just scored, and yet it was just a simple ball over the top from Mingueza for Griezmann, which shows the defence was sleeping for that goal as well.
Just played onside by Alberto Moreno at left back. And now up the line for Gerard. Impressive challenge from Gerard Piqué. Messi. Oh, that is brilliant. Under pressure from two, and in the blink of an eye, he was free. And here come Barcelona, De Jong to Dest. Griezmann checks his run. Pedri, Messi, through the centre. De Jong stretching. Parejo under pressure, Barca win it back well. Messi. An important block by Trigueros, lovely idea from Messi, tried to find Dest through the crowd.
Villarreal's defence just stayed firm enough there. Also, we're trying to push at the seams of it and split it open.
And here they come again. Dest with a good drop of the hip. Albiol read the pass well. Lovely Cruyff turn there from Etienne Capoue, who has it back from Chukwueze. No, he doesn't. Unai Emery giving his support from the sidelines. A check of the watch for Ronald Koeman. Koeman was asked before this match about the fatigue of Messi, De Jong and Alba, and he said, I'm not worried, we have the data on these players and we've been training less to compensate. Absolutely crucial phase of the season.
Barca have an advantage on that front over Real Madrid because Madrid are still in the Champions League. They've got Chelsea on Tuesday and then the week after that again in the semi-final. Barca have one game to play to make up for the match they missed to play in the Copa del Rey final.
Thursday night against Granada, that is their game in hand. More than 300 passes completed in this first half by Barcelona. And they're coming forward now. Griezmann, who's on a hat-trick, has gone for goal. Beaten out by Asenjo. Barca win it back. Final minute of the half. Jordi Alba to Griezmann. Albiol's block. And Parejo does complete the pass back to his goalkeeper.
Dangerous ball from Ter Stegen, and De Jong was onto it quickly. Griezmann again, like Messi earlier, didn't have too much of the goal to aim at there and tried to beat Aseno at the near post.
Second time that a long ball over the top has worked for Barcelona. And that is neat. De Jong has found some space. Griezmann. Alba. Palmed away as far as Dest. Cushion for Pedri. Back to Dest. Tight space for Pedri. And now De Jong. Dest! Straight at the goalkeeper.
Just came onto that a little bit too straight on Dest. He couldn't bend it, just had to put his foot through it, and it was straight at Senho.
Well, it wouldn't have counted. De Jong was coming back from an offside position. And here was that lovely back heel from the Dutch midfielder. Antoine Griezmann almost with a first half hat-trick. A very entertaining half at La Ceramica. The hosts went in front. A very well taken goal from Samuel Chukwueze, which is worth another look here. Pau Torres with the assist. Barcelona's defence opened up there on 27 minutes. Chukwueze dancing a dance of delight, but 8 minutes later his team would trail, and it would be Griezmann showing us the hot steps. His brace has Barcelona in the lead in the spring sunshine in Castellón. Half-time analysis on the way from Joe and the guests. The score presently is Villarreal 1, Barcelona 2.
Well, beautiful shots of the stadium, and it's turning out to be the beautiful game, isn't it? As it stands, Peter Reid has the prediction exactly correct. Well done, Peter Reid. You're my hero.
Plenty more goals in this, Joe. I'm telling you now. Very, very good game of football. Fantastic. I mean, both sides playing expansive, open football. I've really enjoyed it. It's been, if I wasn't on here now, I'd be having a glass of wine. It's that good watching this.
I thought you already had. Those rosy cheeks, I thought...
It may look like that, but I can assure you, no.
Yes, I thought that was just part and parcel of your participation in every single show that we do. Kevin, you were the one that suggested 3-2 to Barcelona in this game, and as Peter has already pointed out, there's going to be more, isn't there?
Joe, it is a good game of football, but you know what? Villarreal, the way Villarreal play, they play attacking, open football, and they try and score more than the opposition. That's my thinking. So they're tailor-made for Barcelona, but you cannot give away opportunities like you're giving to the quality that Barcelona have. Give them gifts like that. You just can't do it. You saw an incredible save. We've seen a great finish, and we've seen a gift. So what a game of football. Very, very good.
Okay, Kevin, I want to ask you first about Villarreal's goal. Where do you point the finger of blame for this goal? So, first of all, talk us through it, and then tell me where you saw the fault line.
Yeah, Chukwueze makes a really good run across the back four. But what Alba's got to do, he's got to track the runner. But I'm not sure if he slips or he just tries to read it. That's the problem. He just tries to read it and goes down. And that makes Chukwueze's mind up. But he's still got a hell of a lot to do, Joe, in beating ter Stegen. I mean, this move here, just to the side and the finish, is excellent. Really good finish. Really good run. He's a speedster. And he just outdoes ter Stegen with a good bit of football. And unfortunately, PK couldn't get there, and you know, Emery's happy, and he does a jig of delight, Joe. The little jig of delight. But, you know, they're open.
You love that,
they're
don't you?
wide open.
Could PK stop that, Peter? I mean, first of all, we need to give credit where it's due. The pass from Pau Torres was fabulous, wasn't it? But I just want to ask you, could PK have stopped that? Should Lenglet have stopped it? Should Alba have stopped it? Who in your eyes, Peter, could have done better there?
Sometimes, Joe, you just have to say it's great football. A slide rule pass, a great run. I think Alba does slip. Chukwueze was fantastic. By the way, he looks some player, 21-year-old, but his balance going past ter Stegen and his finish. Joe, sometimes just enjoy a goal. Just enjoy the quality of the pass, the brilliant pace, the drop of the shoulder to beat ter Stegen, and the finish from an acute angle. I just think, don't blame anyone, just embrace a great goal.
I like to blame. I like to point the finger of blame, Peter Reid. It's usually at you. It's sometimes at Kevin, but I like to point the finger of blame. So I need a scapegoat. And I put this to the people, and the scapegoat is Jordi Alba. 47% of the finger of blame goes to Jordi Alba. There you have it. Now, Peter, I'll come back to you because you're a manager. They say what you should not do immediately after you've just conceded a goal. What do they say you should not do?
You've got to keep it tight. They say 10, 15 minutes, keep it tight, concentration. But, Joe, it's just poetry in motion, that goal. I mean, Gueza, beautiful little slide rule. I mean, the feel on this pass. But I've got to say, I applauded this. That is such a difficult... it's like a half volley chip. It's absolutely brilliant. He's had a little bit of stick this season, and it's sort of like the outside of his left foot. It's brilliant bit of skill. I tell you what, fantastic Griezmann. Take a bow, son. That's brilliant.
And I want to ask you, Kevin, both those goals, obviously the Chukwueze goal and Griezmann's first goal came from long passes from deep. Is that a ploy that you think we'll see more in the second half? Balls over the top?
I would think so, Joe, because both teams like to press, especially Villarreal. They like to push up the pitch and they like to press high. They try and win the ball back very high. So if you win it high, if they win it high, they're in at your back 3 or 4. But when they don't get to the ball over the top is on all the time. And we've seen quite a few passes over the top, but that Griezmann touch. If Lionel Messi had done that, Joe, you would be crowing about it. Can I hear you crowing? No. Give Griezmann some respect, Joe.
I thought it was great.
You never said that, Joe.
Your opinion is valuable to me. I thought it was great, but I want to hear your opinion, Kevin Campbell. My opinion doesn't have the same value as yours.
It was incredible.
It was very good. What about the second Griezmann goal, Peter?
Oh, well, I mean, you've got to... I keep using the word concentration with defenders. And Foyt just loses all concentration. But Griezmann, alert in mind, alert in body. What a great left foot finish. That's what strikers do. They read situations, they read defenders being under pressure, and they get the credit. And that's great finish. It's great. Griezmann's been brilliant this half. And what I've got to say, some of the football, that is a great goal. But the save off De Jong was a great bit of football. I've thoroughly enjoyed that, and I'm delighted for Griezmann because he's been outstanding. He's never hit. He's worked hard all the time, and he's coming up now, and he's got his rewards.
Now, let me get a couple of questions in here. First up is Prats. Prats, you're absolutely right. I totally agree with you. Will Griezmann if there's a penalty, will Griezmann ask Messi to take it? Now, put this in context, Kevin, as to why Prats has come up with this question.
Yeah, obviously the last game where Lionel Messi was on his hat-trick, got a penalty and he gave it to Antoine Griezmann, which we all thought was a classy act. In this game, obviously Griezmann is on 2 goals, and if there's a penalty, I'm sure the Magic Man will take it, or he might defer it to Griezmann to get a hat-trick. Who knows?
So Laxmi is asking, Peter, was that gift of the penalty the other night that we saw when Messi was on a hat-trick, remember, did that give Griezmann the boost of confidence that we're now seeing on the pitch today?
What a great question, and I agree. I think what it does, it shows he's the leader. Lionel Messi's the leader of Barcelona, and it shows all the young players he cares for his teammates, and for team spirit, you know, for that togetherness. I thought it was a magnificent gesture, and you can see these players when they score, they embrace it. You can see the work ethic in the team, and it comes from the top man, Lionel Messi. Great gesture, and I do believe it has had an influence on the spirit of this team.
Okay. What about Gerard Moreno? We talked about him a lot, Kevin, before this game got underway. He's had a couple of chances. Should he have done better with them?
Well, probably, Joe. You expect him to hit the target. You expect him to bulge the net at some stage, but he's been a little bit off, Joe. You know, he's been a little bit off. Things that you expect him to do, you know, that could just dip under the bar. And there was another opportunity where he got his shot off, etc. He needs to be a little bit better, Joe, because, you know, he's better than that. But the key is he's getting opportunities, Joe, and we know there's more goals in this game.
Let me get some more questions in here. Muhammad Ali is asking, I'll put this to you, Peter, first. Pedri. Marks out of 10 for Pedri in that first 45 minutes, Peter.
I think he's been average. He hasn't been as sharp and as incisive as we've seen him earlier on in the season. Maybe he does need a rest, but there's plenty who Koeman could bring on. But he's a good young player, and sometimes you go through these troughs.
He just seems to have been a little bit off form, Kevin, doesn't he? What's your mark out of 10 for Pedri? And do you think he'll be replaced in the second half by Ricky Puig, who everyone seems to want to come on?
Well, Joe, you know I'm a Ricky Puig fan. I like him ever since I saw him last season. I think Pedri's been a 6, Joe. He's been okay, but it's not the same Pedri that we saw, full of energy, full of life, who keeps getting on the ball and making things happen. So his form's dipped a little bit, and you expect that in young players, Joe. So maybe Ricky Puig will come on and inject some life into this Barcelona midfield, as well as Busquets. So, look, Pedri is struggling at the moment. And let's see if Ronald Koeman looks after him, Joe, because it's up to the manager as well to look after the young lad.
And the rest question? Is it rest that he needs or not?
Yeah, I think it is, because he's never played a La Liga season before. So he's played a lot of football on that young body, Joe, and the fatigue looks like it's set in, so he needs a little rest.
And Dev is asking Peter about Dembele. Is this the type of game that is just perfect for Ousmane Dembele?
If I was going to bring Pedri off, I think I would put Dembele on. I know Ricky Puig is desperate for a chance, but I think Dembele's pace and dynamic play would cause problems for Villarreal. So that's what I'd do if I was going to make a substitution.
OK, thank you, gentlemen. Let's head back to the Estadio de la Ceramica and rejoin your commentary team of Tim Lee and Rick Sharma.
Here in Castellón, sunny conditions, temperatures around 19 degrees Celsius, 66 Fahrenheit, and Barcelona 2-1 up against Villarreal, a Villarreal team who can climb to 5th today and have a Europa League semi-final coming up in just 4 nights from now. But what do you think, Rick, the mindset will be for Unai Emery and his players given that first half performance?
I'm sure he would have told them at half-time they have to do much better in defence, just concentrate, like Peter Reid said at half-time, stay alert, and then hope players like Gerard Moreno can work some magic in attack and find a way back in, because Barca's defence is certainly not unbeatable. We've seen that for Chukwueze's goal. There have been other opportunities.
Parejo winning possession back in the midfield. Did the withdrawal of Dest
the second half is on the way.
Well, I didn't see him pick up any injury before half-time. Maybe it will come out later that he has got a problem with something. But
You are
Didn't
watching this
surprise me too much
podcast on
because
Sports.
while he's got forward a lot and he has
And if you are
given
new to
Moreno
this
something
channel,
to think about,
don't
he
miss
hasn't
out to
really
hit the
been
like,
able to
share,
turn
and
any of
subscribe
his
button.
attacks
Don't miss
into
out to hit the
end
notification bell as well,
product.
because
It's
I
a
do these
problem
kind
that
of
I've seen a bit
podcasts
with Serginho Dest.
for Premier
He's
League,
not,
La Liga, and
the
Champions
best
League.
crosser. He's not a great goal scorer, certainly. Like, you know, Dani Alves got a fair few from right back, and over the years, Barca will hope he improves in that regard. But maybe with Sergio Roberto, they'll expect a bit more incision.
Dest, just 20 years of age, turned 20 in November, so plenty of room for growth. Well, Barcelona are grateful to hear the whistle there. Longley caught close to the halfway line. Villarreal stopped in their tracks just as they were about to launch a counter. With just one league victory against Barcelona in 18 clashes. Of course, faced them on the European stage when he was in charge at Paris Saint-Germain. Who could forget? Touch from Gerard Moreno. Busquets to Messi. There is the substitute, Sergio Roberto. Messi away from one challenge. Tried to split the defence there and very nearly managed it. That's better from Gerard Moreno and very good from Chukwueze as well. And he managed to nutmeg Alba there and win the free kick.
It's been a handful so far. Chukwueze, probably Villarreal's best player, not just for the goal, but some of his moves down the right-hand side.
Still just 21, Samuel Chukwueze.
It's a pretty cynical foul from Jordi Alba. Knew exactly what he was doing. Might have winded Chukwueze.
Does appear to be more than a winding. With that right leg being worked by the physio team. Chance for Ronald Koeman to deliver some instructions.
I just wonder if Alba hit Chukwueze's knee there. It was quite a hefty collision.
Returning now. Albiol given some space and time. Now Dani Parejo. Chukwueze back competing with Alba. Again, Albiol was able to step forward and he's continued his run through the centre. There is a foul on Gerard. The first yellow card of the match. Griezmann booked. Once again, Del Cerro Grande will not allow a quick free kick.
Painful one. Griezmann landing on Moreno's foot, but maybe it seems a bit harsh to give him a yellow card for that.
Well, there is Ousmane Dembélé. Missed the match against Getafe. A pelvic problem, back in the squad today. Beginning to warm up. Chukwueze's cross is fabulous. And that is a brilliant chance for Gerard Moreno, who couldn't muster the power on his header.
Really nice cross from Chukwueze with the outside of that boot. Like you say, Moreno couldn't get the power onto it, and he needed to because the delicacy of that cross meant that the striker had to put the power on the ball.
Well, he had one free header early in the first half, and now a free header early in the second period, but neither came to anything. Very similar passing statistics for both Parejo and Busquets.
It's a really brilliant cross from Chukwueze. And if Moreno does have a flaw as a striker, you know, he's not the best in the air.
Well, Rick, interesting how easily he brushed Clement Lenglet's side there.
I think Lenglet's confidence, which had been building, maybe has been shaken by that own goal he scored against Getafe in the week. Because today he's been a bit jittery.
Alberto Moreno, good run from the left back. Trigueros got his feet in a muddle. Firm header forward there by Foyth for Gerard Moreno. Villarreal need to involve him as much as possible. He is such a creative player. Pau, one assist already for the centre-back. He's dispossessed here by Antoine Griezmann. Tit for tat, he won it back. Now Trigueros to Chukwueze. Barcelona stepped off the Nigerian for a split second. Messi got back to regain possession. Frenkie de Jong with a good pass. Sergi Roberto couldn't return the favour. Villarreal growing here. Paco Alcacer approaching goal, but then thwarted by Mingueza. It is a corner for the home team.
Just didn't have the burst of pace he needed there, Alcacer, to get into the box. Allowed Mingueza to make an interception.
A good start to the second period for Unai Emery's side. It is the Villarreal goal scorer Chukwueze ready to take this corner. Delivered by Parejo, away by Lenglet. De Jong clears. Griezmann cushioning it down. De Jong was aiming for Pedri, but again it is sustained pressure from the yellow submarine. Foyth. Alba's tackle.
An interesting stat that Barca fans will appreciate is that Sergio Busquets has never lost against Villarreal. Barca, across all competitions, haven't lost against him in 25 games. The last time was when Frank Rijkaard was in charge of the club and Busquets broke through into the first team the year after that.
That is extraordinary. Villarreal's last win against Barcelona, March 2008. That was at Camp Nou. And their last win at home to Barcelona, October 2007.
All the more remarkable given the fact that the games have been quite exciting between these sides, and there have been plenty of times where Villarreal might have been able to get a victory but just haven't quite been able to pull it off.
Albiol, good pass into the feet of Paco Alcacer, who then made a real mess of his pass. Barca under pressure. A free kick given. Well, 10 minutes gone, Rick, and you can't imagine Ronald Koeman will be too pleased with how the second half is developing.
No, Barca haven't had much of a say at all. Villarreal in control of this half. Come out with a better attitude. I wonder if Unai Emery said to his team, if you keep playing like this, I'm going to drop you all for Thursday against Arsenal. We'll play, he's got several players on the bench who, could play in this team, like Moy Gomez, for example, could play on either flank. Carlos Bacca could take a spot up front.
Pedri with the win, and the pass for Frenkie de Jong. Roberto up the line, an early cross in towards Griezmann, and a very good cross it was. That was an opportunity for Antoine Griezmann to extend Barcelona's lead.
And that's why I think Koeman's put Sergio Roberto on, to give a little more precision with his passing and crossing like that for Griezmann. But the forward couldn't go on and complete his hat-trick. Maybe it was a bit harder to finish that one on the volley.
On his weaker foot as well. Slip. An error by Parejo. Griezmann won it back. Here is Messi. Messi still. And still. And he was allowed to shoot there on the right boot. An opening for Barcelona's top goal scorer. And another opportunity wasted.
Very strange passions of play, because Parejo had plenty of options for the pass and decided in the end just to pass it straight to Barcelona. And then Albiol stood off Messi, which is never advised, and then Messi went with his right foot.
And once again, Villarreal have given possession away rather cheaply. So after that strong opening 10 minutes to the half, Barcelona are now beginning to wrestle some initiative from Villarreal. Yes, it goes long, and the pass is good. Here is de Jong. Busquets beginning to orchestrate. Messi waits the pass a little too heavily there. Frustration for the Argentine, because he knew that if he'd put less on that pass, Sergio Roberto was well placed to put the cross in.
So far it's not been Messi's greatest performance. He's had a couple of nice bright moments, but it's not been his game, as it so often is with Barca. He's pulling all the strings, controlling everything. It hasn't been like that today.
Unai Emery preparing a couple of changes. More untidy play. It bounces off Foyth. He can recover. Problem for Busquets. Caught by Trigueros.
Yeah, just his Achilles there look like Trigueros' studs.
And so both Francis Coquelin and Pervis Estupiñán can come on for the home team. It's Paco Alcácer who makes way.
In principle, that's quite a defensive change to bring on a hard tackling midfielder for a striker, and then like for like at left back, Moreno for Estupiñán. Not that Paco Alcácer today was really at the top of his game. He's clearly not happy with himself, probably more than anything.
It is a first appearance in a month for Estupiñán, Ecuadorian fullback who's coming forward now. Turn from de Jong, chased all the way by Trigueros. Messi isolated on the flank, can't get round Albiol. Does pressurise the goalkeeper. Gerard Piqué very commanding with both of those headers. An hour played at La Ceramica. A very well poised game of football between two teams up in the loftier positions of La Liga Santander.
I wonder if the change means Samuel Chukwueze will have a bit more license to play further up the pitch with Moreno up front as opposed to out wide where he is right now.
Good run from Foyth. He went beyond Griezmann. Here is Chukwueze. Lovely pass into the centre, flicked on away by Sergi. And then Pedri. Etienne Capoue. Mid-season arrival who's only lost 3 of his 20 appearances with Villarreal. He's been a very positive influence in the midfield alongside Dani Parejo. And he plays this ball to Gerard Moreno. It is a corner for Villarreal. Final instructions for Ilaix Moriba. The corner goes short. Back to Parejo. Super ball for Chukwueze, who's into the box. Lovely skill. And what a pass! Saved by Ter Stegen. Etienne Capoue so nearly with an equalising goal there.
Very big chance for Villarreal. Good save, Ter Stegen. Capoue is a really good striker of the ball. Hits it so powerfully and so cleanly. And Ter Stegen with his leg just deflected it over the crossbar.
Villarreal's third corner of the second half. Delivered by Chukwueze, and Trigueros went for the volley. Slightly heavy touch from Messi. He did manage to recover. And now Barcelona have it with Pedri. Again isolated.
I wonder if Unai Emery's substitution is to try and win the midfield battle by putting Coquelin in there as well. And although Gerard Moreno won't have anyone to play off now, maybe Emery's hoping by just having more of the ball, forcing Barca into positions they don't want to be in, his team will create chances.
Well, here was a very good chance from a midfielder arriving. Capoue looking for his first goal in the yellow of Villarreal. Pedri, as expected, is the player to make way. Ilaix, the 18-year-old, is on for his 13th appearance of the season.
I do appreciate the chance to watch more of Ilaix Moriba. Every time I see him, he looks good. So nearly scored in the Clásico. Would have been a last-minute equaliser, but he just clipped the top of the crossbar.
Huge moment that was. In the torrential rain. Bold from Alba. Here is Ilaix.
There have been comparisons between him and Paul Pogba in the style of play. I heard Ilaix's dad speaking recently, and he said he prefers comparisons to Busquets, which surprised me a little bit because Ilaix is much more attacking-minded.
Well, Messi caught late there by Trigueros, and the red card came out very quickly from Del Cerro Grande. Villarreal down to 10 with 25 minutes to play.
The referee had no doubts about it. Got the red card out. Yeah, you can't do that. You've got to go. It's late from Trigueros and just catches Messi straight in the ankle. Both feet off the floor.
imagine, Rick, he was arguing that he'd played the ball first. It did seem that he took some of the ball, but on that follow-through, he caught Messi in a nasty fashion. And this does not look good. Looks as if there's an additional yellow card, possibly for Albiol.
The issue is the tackle's too wild. It doesn't matter if he gets the ball first, if he's not in control of himself, not in control of where his studs are going. Looks like Messi will be all right.
The resilience of Messi is an extraordinary feature. We talk a lot about his incredible vision and skill and touch, but physically, he is a serious competitor. Now, frustration for Trigueros, but surely no genuine complaints. And now Barcelona, with a one-goal advantage, also have a numerical advantage in terms of players. Elish. Here is Messi, first touch since that challenge. Sergio Roberto, Elish. A very well-timed run. Couldn't keep the finish down, but a promising move there from Barcelona.
Yeah, nicely put together. And again, Sergio Roberto giving the kind of end product that Serginho just didn't manage to give in the first half. Good cutback for Elish, and it could easily be a goal, that.
Playing the last quarter of the match is a huge disadvantage, obviously, for Villarreal. It's also a blow in terms of their Europa League semi-final preparations. Barcelona so adept at keeping the ball, and they will look to monopolise possession now.
It's just as well for Barcelona because they didn't really have control of this half. Villarreal were doing a good job trying to create chances and get back into it.
And Rick, you've just spoken about bringing on Coquelin, trying to win the midfield battle, and off goes Trigueros. Elish is penalised. Well, Carlos Del Cerro Grande began the season with giving out 4 red cards in his first 6 matches in La Liga, but he hadn't given any red cards in his last 11 games, but he had absolutely no hesitation there. Elish already making his presence felt with lots of running and harrying.
If he does well today, I wouldn't be surprised if Koeman gives him a couple of starts in the final games of the season after this, because Pedri does look tired. You know, today he wasn't at his best, a couple of misplaced passes, and Elish has got so much energy, determination. He's technically very good. Koeman showed he doesn't care how old you are. Elish being 18, Pedri's just 18 as well.
Here is Estupinian, who made space for the shot and hit the target. Very exciting fullback. Spent last season on loan at Osasuna, the season before on loan at Mallorca. So already 2 years of experience in La Liga before arriving at Villarreal.
I'm sure Unai Emery is furious with Trigueros because they were building momentum, they were playing well, perhaps for the first time in the game.
Foyth wriggled free from Alba. Well, we did see the second half performance from Barcelona on Thursday night was lacking some energy. Getafe were able to get right back into the contest from 3-1 down. And even though Villarreal are down to 10 here, they are showing some fight. Strength from Mingueza. Messi with the spin and the change of pace, and Griezmann with another spin, and Ilaish cuts back and got the shot away really well. He's complaining that he was being pulled back. The referee allowed play to continue, and Ilaish thwarted.
Another nice move. We'll have to see that incident again to see if there was a foul on Ilaish. Very patient play from him there in the box. He didn't hurry his shot, he cut back inside.
Chukwueze, wonderful little run. Etienne Capel, forward to Pau. And look at the dart through the centre by Chukwueze. Challenge on Capel.
Griezmann onside there for me. He just plays in, nice weighted ball for Ilaish. Albiol puts his arm across to stop the Barca midfielder. We've seen them given. It's a tough call for the ref. Can't say it was a clear and obvious mistake not to give it. That's why it hasn't gone to VAR. The referee hasn't had another look at it.
Messi couldn't get free from Estupiñán. Dani Parejo sending one long into the path of Gerard Moreno. Piqué has to peel off wide, and it's cut back into the centre. Busquets got back, and Ilaish did just enough. Now Jordi Alba for his fellow fullback, Sergi Roberto. Messi up against Pau Torres. And that is an experience for young Pau, who's done all he can to stay with him, and then eventually resorts to illegal measures. A yellow card for Pau.
Well, with Villarreal down to 10, there's a bit more space for Messi. Tried to do it all himself there. He nearly did. Tried to drag him back at first, and then gave him one hand, then the other hand in the face. A pretty clear yellow card. But it seems that Messi's absolutely fine after that tackle from Trigueros. Sometimes it seems like he's made out of rubber, Leo Messi. I know you were saying earlier, Tim, that he's got a really good injury record.
Space for Capel. Away by Mingueza. Messi with the control on the chest. Linking with Sergi Roberto. De Jong encouraging Busquets to get forward. Messi first time. Now Griezmann held off the challenge. Beautifully played wide by Busquets. Barcelona in patient mood. 15 minutes to go. They have the lead. There is Griezmann. It is his 2 first-half goals have provided that lead for Barcelona. Frustration for Busquets as he sprays a pass inaccurately, and this is Albiol who's down. Gomez ready to come on.
Do you like Moy Gomez? He's a tricky customer. Oh, absolutely nothing there. Albiol and Elisha Mariba. Cynical play from the Villarreal defender, just was trying to cause trouble. Walked into Elisha, if anything.
Well, Rick, it's Etienne Capoue who's gone off for Moy Gomez. What will that mean for Unai Emery's team?
I think they'll... It's kind of difficult with the 10 men, but I think they'll just try and push Barcelona into wide areas with Moy and Chukwueze.
Yep. Because they have Coquelin and Parejo both on the pitch in the centre.
You can almost see a 3 up front now. Chukwueze on the right, Moreno in the middle, Moy on the left.
Here is Chukwueze. A super run and pass. Gerard Moreno! Villarreal's danger man with a sight at goal. And a reminder that Barcelona's lead is a very slender one.
It's a risky move from Unai Emery, but there's no harm in it. All they need is 1 goal, then they can readjust and add some more heft in the middle. So it's kind of a 4-2-3.
Well, Villarreal will need to commit players forward, and there may be some spaces which Ousmane Dembele can exploit. He's putting the shin pads in now. Long from Ter Stegen. We don't often see him playing a ball like that, straight through to Sergio Asenjo at the other end.
It's an area of his game that over the past couple of months he hasn't been at his best in. There's been some shaky kicking from him. I expect he'll soon sort it out though, because in every other area he's excellent.
Longley did well. Alba, super pass to Messi, who was wrestled down there by Francis Coquelin.
It's not been easy going for Coquelin at Villarreal either. He's had a few injuries since coming from Valencia, and then Capoue came in, has more or less taken his spot in the side. Even in that 5-1 win over Levante recently, it was Coquelin's mistake for Levante's goal.
A very, very good afternoon from Antoine Griezmann. A superb display, defensively so reliable. 2 goals, one of which was an absolute peach. He's lasted 80 minutes, and now Dembele is on for the final 10.
Well, that'll go down for sure as one of Griezmann's best performances this season for Barcelona. Nothing changes, it'll be a decisive, match-winning performance from him.
Piqué, Messi and Busquets combining. Lapse in concentration from Frankie de Jong. Griezmann taking on some well-earned fluids. Foyth. Moy.
So we have less than 10 minutes left for the match to complete.
Estupinian.
Antoine Griezmann, the man of the day for Barcelona, with 2 goals, have been substituted with
Torres.
Ousmane Dembélé. The Frenchman has been
Excellent
substituted
ball
with
to
the Frenchman.
Estupinian, who took it down well.
Barcelona have
win a
given
corner.
some close chances to
Just
Villarreal.
send the way forward for Villarreal to use Estupinian
Another corner
and
coming
Moy
up.
Gomez on that left side to gang up on Sergio Roberto.
It's going to be the 5th corner for Villarreal, whereas Barcelona has got only 1 corner in the match so far.
To go wider and make
We
it
have
so
seen how many
Barca's
times
numerical advantage in the middle doesn't count for anything.
the goal is being scored
Danny
in the dying
Parejo
minutes of the
swings
match
it in. Ter Stegen punches away.
from the set piece.
Messi has been caught there by Estupinian.
So a good punch from
Messi
Ter
received
Stegen
plenty
has
of fouls. He's used to
sent the
that.
ball away
Some space for De
from the
Jong.
danger area.
And this
Now
is
it's
why Dembele has
Elijah
been brought
Moriba.
on to run
He
in
can
behind
score.
the Villarreal defence. Here he is, the
Alone in
substitute.
the box.
Ousmane Dembele just ran into
He has been
Foyth.
tackled down, and now
And in any case,
that's an
it was
offside.
offside.
That's not Elijah Moriba, I'm sorry, that's Ousmane Dembele, who was threatening, and it's going
Rick,
to be
we've
a
mentioned a
yellow
number of
card
times
for
the
Jordi Alba.
Europa League semi-final coming up. As we just see the yellow card brandished here for
Sergio
Busquets.
Busquets, I'm sorry.
And that fixture playing on the minds, if you like, of
If you guys new here, then
Villarreal, or
please
potentially playing
support
on the
my
minds.
channel
Of course,
by subscribing,
Barcelona, with
hitting
their
the like
run,
button.
their
I can
Thursday
see only
night
3 likes so
is
far.
absolutely huge.
So
There's
please
no
support
margin
me.
for error, and they
Please
host
hit
Granada.
like, share, and subscribe.
same
Button. Please
night
hit the notification bell as well,
Villarreal
because
play
you get all the
Arsenal.
notifications of the upcoming matches I do.
Absolutely, Tim.
For La Liga,
The
Champions
difference
League, and
is
Premier League.
every single game is equally important for Barcelona,
Today
perhaps
we
with
have
the one
had
exception of
the
the clash with
Barcelona have
Atletico
had
Madrid.
the Women's
That's
Champions
against the
League
direct
match
rival.
against
The other
PSG,
games, this
which
game, the
has been
Granada
drawn.
game, the rest of their
It was
matches
an
are
away match
equally
for
important. There's no
Barcelona's
point
women's
thinking
team.
about the next one because they need to win this one first.
What are your thoughts
of
on
course, can try and get into the Champions League by winning the
English
Europa League.
Super League or European Super League, I would rather say. Yeah.
Barca
12
just have to
founder
beat
clubs
whoever's
have
in front of them.
initially
That's the key, as
proposed to
Koeman said
start
in his press conference.
a new league in the Europe, but
He
eventually
said if we
backed up,
don't
and
win
now
this
only
game,
Barcelona
we'll have
and
less
Real Madrid are the
possibility
part of
of
that
winning the
particular
title.
league.
It is as simple as that.
It's going
The
to
job
be really
is not done.
challenging
7 minutes to play.
for Florentino Perez to
One-goal advantage. Dembele playing it into Frankie de Jong. This could wrap it up. Frankie de Jong with
and
the dink.
what
And
a
he sent
miss
it
by
wide.
Frankie de Jong. Could
Glorious
have been the
chance
third
wasted.
goal.
Well, Koeman's furious at Frankie de Jong, but I think that was the right idea. The goalkeeper had come out, definitely had enough
This
room
is
to
the
try the dink.
second great miss by
Just didn't
Frankie
get it
de
on
Jong
target.
tonight.
That should be
First
Barca
one
3,
has came
Villarreal 1.
in the first half.
And if Barcelona don't win this game, de Jong has given a magnificent performance, but the 2 chances he's missed have been very good ones.
Yeah, the first one from point-blank range, and then this one, he had more time to think. Really nice pass from Ousmane Dembele. Maybe de Jong would have liked the ball to reach him a little bit quicker. The pass just slowed down on the grass at the end there. But ultimately, when you play a defensive midfielder, which is what de Jong was at Ajax, in a very attacking role, it's going to take a little while for him to get more used to finishing chances like that.
Brilliant from Danny Parejo. Gerard Piqué able to clear. Pau Torres flicks it on. Villarreal have kept this well. Estupinian. De Jong did enough. Is there a foul on Sergio Roberto? The referee allows the advantage. Messi. Look where Jordi Alba is. Front line of attack. Putting the pressure on Albiol. He was offside though. Now, no doubt there will be some Atleti and some Real Madrid supporters watching this game and hoping that in the last 5 minutes Villarreal can take something from Barcelona.
Oh, just a 1-goal lead, it's definitely possible.
Here is Chukwueze, so impressive today. He went beyond Elijah and he wins a free kick in a very good position.
Just got hit on the head with the ball there because Lenglet kicked it in fury against the advertising hoardings and it bounced all the way back. Hit Chukwueze. No complaints Elisha can have for that definite, deliberate foul to stop Chukwueze getting past him.
Both managers still have 2 substitutions remaining. Dani Parejo to take this free kick. A nervy moment for Barcelona. In it comes, and it's found the top goal scorer. It was an acrobatic attempt from Gerard Moreno, but a tame one.
Would have been something special if he managed to hook that in. He's had a few chances today, but they've all been half chances. There's not been any clear-cut opportunities for Moreno. So credit to Barca's defence, I suppose, for that.
Clever from Busquets, and Elish did well.
He really bought that free kick, Elish. See the distance De Jong's covered today. Does so much for Barcelona at the back, in midfield, going forward. And it's just that today he hasn't had the finishes. He's scored 7 goals across all competitions this season, Frenkie De Jong, which is a solid number from a player that before now we really didn't see as much of a goal-scoring threat.
Late change here. Busquets withdrawn, and on comes Ronald Araujo.
That means, I imagine, Sergi Roberto will play more in midfield and Oscar Mingueza will go to the right wing-back position.
Araujo, who conceded a penalty on Thursday night against Getafe, but later scored.
It's taken him a little while after injury to get back into form. A little bit sluggish. It was a nicely taken goal, rose so high at the near post against Getafe.
All 3 goals this afternoon coming in an 8-minute spell midway through the first half. 1 red card in the second period for Manu Trigueros. Every game so crucial in this title run-in. Unai Emery making his final changes. Off comes Villarreal's goal scorer, Chukwueze, replaced by Yeremy Pino, another wonderful young talent. Mario Gaspar comes on in defence for Raul Albiol.
Pino has had a good impact off the bench. He's got 5 goals in all competitions for Villarreal. Not too many minutes.
Here he is, the youngster from Las Palmas. Seconds of normal time to play. And Villarreal looking lively. Moy Gomez up the line. Coquelin's cross. It came off Gerard Piqué, and it is a corner.
Well, Araujo should be useful here because he's quite possibly the tallest man on the pitch.
Something just being checked. In comes the corner towards the near post. It was Araujo who attacked it. Moy Gomez in possession, so ambidextrous. He goes right, then left, then delivers. Away by Gerard Piqué and Mario Gaspar, who has just come on. goes for goal, couldn't control that strike. There will be 5 additional minutes.
Plenty of time for Villarreal to find that goal. Nervous 5 minutes for Barcelona ahead.
Later today, Sevilla host Granada. The late game tonight is Athletic Club at home to Atletico Madrid. If Barcelona can win this match, they will be 2 points off the top. There's still work to do. This Barcelona team have picked up 43 points from 48 available in this calendar year. An extraordinary run to put themselves into the title race. Towering header from Araujo. Plenty of room for Foyth. Coquelin. Moy Gomez. Messi working back. Here is Estupinian. Strength from Mingueza, and it is Barcelona's throw-in.
They'll take it slowly. Try and regain some composure.
Peter Reid's prediction of 2-1 to Barcelona currently correct. But will we have any late drama? Well, there's a late yellow card here for Mingueza for time wasting, and really that tells you everything you need to know about the anxiety or the situation for Barcelona. Can they get over the line? All 3 points crucial.
Really is a remarkable run-in we've got for us.
If Dembélé has checked his run well enough, he is onside. He's found by Busquets, and he's looking for Messi. Messi sent rather wide by the pass, and now play is halted.
Yeah, I think just his shoulder over the halfway line there, playing him offside, Dembélé.
Forward by Parejo. Gerard Piqué with a wonderful header under pressure. Elish snapping at the heels of Francis Coquelin. Jordi Alba well positioned. Elish, a bundle of energy. Villarreal intelligent with their passing. Here is Mario Gaspar, just lost his footing ahead of the touch. Frenkie de Jong to Elish. Up the line now for Dembélé, a minute to play at La Ceramica. And Ousmane Dembélé has wriggled free of the challenge, and he sent it back to Messi. Wonderful control. Tussling with Moy. Beating down the clock, showing strength and resilience there. Real leadership from Messi. He's fouled again.
Absolute masterclass from Messi there, and how to keep the ball at arm's length from Villarreal, just waste those precious seconds without risking letting it go. Just put his body between the ball and the defender. Was being fouled by Coquelin. Sensational from Messi, and really good play from Dembélé before that on the left wing. Remarkable trick to beat 2 defenders, and then he's the one who found Messi.
Villarreal on the cusp here of a 3rd defeat in their last 4 league matches. Barcelona on the cusp of an 8th victory from their last 9 league matches. We have had 5 extra minutes. Play goes on, and it's thrown up the line. One last hope for Villarreal, and perhaps for the other title contenders, as they hope that Villarreal can take something from this game. But we really are into the very last seconds now. Del Cerro Grande does bring the whistle to his lips, and he does bring this clash to a close. Antoine Griezmann's first half goals are enough to win all 3 points for Ronald Koeman.
Yeah, really, really important victory. Big win for Antoine Griezmann as well, the king of the match, as you can see. With his goals, the first was so well taken. An absolutely crucial timing to get Barcelona back level. Less than 90 seconds after Villarreal went ahead. And the second one was an absolute gift from Foyth. But Griezmann wasn't one to look a gift horse in the mouth and stuck it away nicely. Big win for Barcelona.
13 years since Barcelona last lost against Villarreal. The full-time score at La Ceramica is Villarreal 1, Barcelona 2.
To overcome any difficulty, you must work